This is underway in a few seconds here. Alright. I spelled impatient wrong. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Here we go. 0. It's starting. We are on Alpine Ridge. The most alpine of all ridges. High ground is in the middle. From what I remember, I am viewing from KaptenFloede here, and the other side is Kraz. So, I did not catch what clans each of them are, but we'll find out in a minute here. Just a reminder, guys, this multiplayer foyer chat room that you guys have been seeing a lot, this is filled like almost every day with like 10 to 20 people. You know, if you're looking for a game, sick of matchmaker, come in here. We'll set something up. Sometimes we do 4v4s. It's a lot of fun. Definitely come around here. Join the foyer way more. The foyer is not where fun goes to die. In fact, it is the exact opposite. Fun lives in the foyer. Anyway, looking at KaptenFloede's army here, and he is the Isugi, or however you say it. I'm not going to swear. I know some people are sensitive. And he uses practically the same army every time, from what I can tell. No, this time he does not. No, I think he does. He loves this setup. He has a very skirmishable army. You know, decent amount of matchlock. Yashigaru. Up front, he has a bow warrior monk, protected by a bunch of Yari Yashigaru, usually. He has some warrior monks too. And Katana Samurai. As for the cav here, it looks like a 2 bow cav, Great Guard, and some Yari cav. Yep, so we'll see how they form up here. And it looks like he's taking a lot of time setting up these names, or setting up his units. As for pronouncing these guys, I am not Japanese. In fact, I'm not really that Asian. In fact, I'm 0% Asian. You can't expect me to know how to say this stuff. I'm going to try the best I can. That's all you can ask for. Yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you. You can expect whatever you want. What you get, that's completely different. Alright, looks like this one's going to start pretty soon, as Floede is ready. I'll jump over to this side of the map. See what Kraz has, as he is also ready. And here we go. Kraz is the Takeda. And he has a lot of cav again. We'll look at those first. Yari, Great Guard, more Yari, Katana cav, and a light cav. So, up front, pretty rush-oriented army here. Mostly melee, not a single ranged unit in sight. He has some Najinata warrior monks, Nodachis, all over the place. Tons of Nodachis, Najinata warrior monks. So this is a heavy Najinata warrior monk Nodachi build with a lot of cav support, still hiding in the back here. So we're going to move back a little bit and take a look at this battle as we form up this giant ridge in the middle. Usually where a lot of the battles take place here. It's hard not to take advantage of it if you're on one side or the other, but if someone doesn't take it, it's usually pretty devastating. We see Captain, who is Usugi, really harassing with these bow cav early, shooting some arrows over here at these Najinata warrior monks who have very little armor, and these light cav, but not many getting through as they're shooting through this whole forest area right here. So kind of ineffective, unfortunately, but I think it really left Kraz on his toes here. as the Takeda. Alright, so not much happening here. Kraz pretty much is going to have to rush this the best that he can, as he does not have any skirmishable armies. And he's moving up his entire melee force here so far, covered with the cav in the back. So here we go. This is underway. I see a lot of movement from Kraz up here, moving up his entire army. Drawing the line here, taking advantage of this ridge on this flank at least. And there's some hidden units over here that he does not see. A Yari Cav and a Great Guard, so he has to be careful not to get hit in the flank by these guys. And it looks like Captain pulls them away. So he could have taken advantage of that, as if he attacked, he would have got the rush bonus, where Kraz would not have. But here we go. This Yari Eshigaru has a whistling arrow on it, so they're getting some negative buffs here. And it looks like Kraz is going to run into the woods here, attacking the ranged units, looking pretty devastating. They're still holding tough, though, for now. But we see the main brunt of the force moving in here. Look at this right here. We see a Yari Cav rushing right here up these Matchlock Ashigaru, but also taking a lot of hits from the range here. And I don't know if I can call that successful or not, as the Matchlock unit's still there, and he loses 800 or so points with that Yari Eshigaru, or excuse me, Yari Cav. But it looks like he does form up pretty well and kick him out of the trees, which is not bad. It was smart that he stopped a little bit, made Captain Flood move back a bit. But here we go, some Katana Cavalry going against these Bow Cavalry here. They should win that battle, although that is a sketchy one that you don't see very often. Going to look at Captain Flood's side of view again. This flank over here getting smushed together a bit. These Matchlock Samurai are not shooting because they've been tangled up, and they're going to be tangled up again by these Najinata Warrior Monks as they move up. And here comes the Bonsai Nodachis, and they are running forward. As you can see, Captain Flood's moving away, as he does not want to deal with them. He wants to try to scare them away and shoot them as he can. He has some of his Matchlocks here still holding on, though, and they're just shooting at these Warrior Monks. Maybe he knows that these Nodachis, it's kind of pointless trying to shoot them. Side note, Bow Cav being pushed away by these Yari Cav over here. And it's looking pretty good for Kraz, I have to say. He's putting a lot of war cries out there, and he has a pretty strong showing on this side of this flank. And a lot of his guys are pretty close together right here in the middle here, as you see Captain Flood scrambling. Captain Flood is the blue, and Kraz is the red. Good look at his point of view again. It's looking pretty good for red here. Kraz has them all scrambled up here. You see Captain Flood in a stand and fight, trying to get any sort of bonus that he can here. But a lot of his ranged units are getting caught off guard, or his melee units are getting flanked in some sort of capacity here. And you see a lot of blinking going on. A couple freezing moments in here. I guess that's what happens when you play people on the other side of the world. And you see these Great Guard are probably going to go in for this general right now, and they are. And this Najinata Warrior Monk is going to tie up this Matchlock Samurai. And this is not looking good for Captain Flood here, as the general is going to get crushed. Completely crushed by this Great Guard. And he hammers him pretty good. And you see Captain Flood really moving back a lot. We're trying a futile attempt here with this Katana Samurai to get to Krasnikof, stand and fight general, but I do not see this happening, as there's Yari Eshigaru here who's going to flank this Katana Samurai, and the general here can stand its own ground pretty well against this broken unit. So this one, I think, is going to Krasnikof, as there is nothing left except for this Matchlock unit, another Matchlock unit that's blinking, and this Bow Warrior Monk. So this was pretty good battle. Krasnikof really hanging tough. This one's going the distance, guys. This is going to distance. This is 2-2. This is a good game here. This one's coming to an end here. So, good game to both these guys. It is 2-2. We're going back to the chat. Oh, so we're going back to how I can't pronounce things. Yes, yes, I know. Krasnikof? Whatever. Whatever. He's getting the spotlight right now. Someone can mess up his name a little bit, can he? Don't I get a little leeway here? Just a little bit? Just a little bit? Oh, look at you guys. You can call me whatever you want. No one cares. Just want me to sing. Alright, so this is going to be Game 5. The last and final battle to determine the winner of this tournament. Personally, I know deep down inside who's going to win, but I'm not going to tell you who. Not going to tell you who's going to win. Can't do that. Alright. I'm entering the game right now, the lobby room. For those of you trying to replace me as commentator, aka Point Man, I think no. I think not. I think no BJs will be given out by me. You all can relax. For those of you who don't know, this is supposed to be a douche-free environment, so Prussian Prince and Point Man, you might want to leave, as this is not suitable for you guys. Alright, so this is going to be a medium funds game here. Krasnikof is taking the Date. Not surprised, he seems to love those Nodachis. As for KaptenFloede here, not sure yet. He's being kind of silent. The game did not start yet. Okay? Relax, everybody. They're in the lobby right now, choosing who they want to be. Listen, as for commentary, I think I'm the only one with experience here. I've done 2 tournaments. And that was sexy, sexy voice, by the way. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around.